there, beautiful. Welcome back to my channel. Just wanted to show y'all I am starting in the living room today, but y'all, I really do miss y'all. So welcome back. It's been a minute since I posted. So yeah, let's get to it. So in this video, I will be cleaning the living room, the kitchen, and my basement. What you see here on the couch pillow is eggs. I'll try to insert a picture here where my 3-year-old cracked a whole carton of eggs. Well, it wasn't even a carton. It was like one of them 18-count eggs from Walmart. Yeah, all over the couch. I washed it. I tried to get as much as I could off of that cushion part, but it is what it is. Anyways, that's what I'll be cleaning in this video today. And if you guys seen my brief intro video the other day, you know that I said that I had a lot to catch y'all up with. So get up, turn the TV up. If I'm on your TV, if I'm on your phone, sit back, grab some tea and some coffee, baby, and get ready to listen to where your girl been the last 3 months, okay? So if you are new here, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Cierra. I am a work-from-home mom, a stay-at-home mom. I love all things cleaning, decluttering, decorating, gardening, and just lifestyle, mommyhood. You know, I try to bring you guys along on this journey called Life with Me, and I hope you guys really enjoy what you see. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength to really be vulnerable and open up your life to the world, because let's just face it, everybody across the globe who have access to this have access to it. So I hope you like what you see. If so, please consider sticking around by subscribing. If not, that's okay. I love you anyway, beautiful, and I hope you have a beautiful and prosperous life. Just please refrain from leaving any negative comments. Okay, so now that that's out the way, are y'all ready to get into this tea, honey? Look at my baby right there. He didn't have on a shirt. He did have on a diaper and some shorts, but you know, it's some weirdos out here. So I'm like, let me cover my poo-poo up. But anyways, you guys, I've been gone for 3 months. Did y'all miss me? Because I really miss y'all. And this is what your girl has been doing. At first, it started off as me taking a mental health break, which is well needed, well deserved, right? We all need mental health days sometimes, even with our regular 9-to-5 jobs. It's okay to sometimes just take a mental health break. Well, I was like, I'm gonna take a week off. And then it went into 2 weeks and 3 weeks, and then it ended up being a whole 3 months. And this is why. My 15-year-old is currently being assessed for autism. And while he is being assessed for autism, I decided to do as much research as possible on my end so that I can, be knowledgeable in a situation. I thought I knew what autism was. And now in hindsight, I look back and say, wow, I didn't know anything about autism. Because what I thought was autism was just stereotypes. So essentially what autism is having difficulty in social settings and sensory process issues. Now, I didn't know that. And doing my research, the things that I was coming across, I was identifying with. I've always had social awkwardness, or it's been hard for me to tell when someone was joking or being blunt or direct, or, I always had communication issues and sensory issues. I've always not liked people to touch me or give me a hug. I've always hate like anything cold or wet touching me. And noises, loud noises, I do not like it enough. Loud noises. I can sit in a house in peace and quiet all day. The moment somebody turned our TV up to volume 8, I'm like, that is too loud. And people are like, what? It's only on 8. But it pains me. And I just thought it was just me. I thought I was just a very irritable person that was easily irritated. And I will always say, you're aggravating me, you're irritating me, like things. So as I related to these symptoms, I brought it up to my therapist. and I was immediately dismissed. And I posted a video on here after that because I thought and I felt like I was going insane. I felt like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Why would I be thinking I'm autistic? And my therapists are saying, no, it's just social anxiety. No, it's just your depression. And then I asked her, I asked her a question. I said, hey, do you know what TED Talk is? And she's like, no, I don't know what that is. So now my confidence in her ability to witness certain things was starting to dwindle, because the more I research, the more I watch TED Talks on people with autism who look like me speaking confidently in a room full of people who you cannot point out and say, oh, that person is autistic, but diagnosed as autistic they were, and they expressed different symptoms and traits that they have. And I felt seen, I felt heard. So I did more research, and I researched for 2 more weeks, and I went back to my therapist and I said, I know you. So I went back to my therapist and I said, I know you said for me to stay off of Google and YouTube and stop researching, but I couldn't let it go. I've been researching autism so much so that I'm slipping in some of my classes because my study time is consumed with me researching autism. And I wrote a 1.5 pages of reasons why I believe I am an undiagnosed autistic Black female. And she went, Cierra, okay, all right, read me what you wrote. As if to say, here we go again. Oh, let me just entertain it. You guys should know we did not get through that list. I read 3 things, and she was pretty much over hearing what I had to say because she was dismissing everything. And by that point, I shut down and I didn't want to continue reading. I said that one of the reasons I said that I was autistic is because when I'm in public, I do not interact with people. I am overwhelmed. I say to myself, I have a sensory overload, and I shut down. And she goes, well, people with autism are in public and they have no sense of their surroundings. They're in their own world. They're almost as if they were in La La world. And the moment she said that, I knew right and then that I was in the wrong therapist's office, and that she didn't know much about autism, and her knowledge on the subject was dated because she was thinking of the typical Rain Man scenario or person. So in my head, I said to myself, this will be the last time I sit on this couch. And it was. I researched people in my area who specialize in neurodivergency and adults with autism and adolescents with autism. And I came across a few therapists, and I found one that we connect with, and I have been seeing her. And I am pleased to say that not only does she believe that I am an autistic female, she listens and she hears me. And if it's something that I am saying that is not quite right, she redirects me in a way by saying, let's do a little more research on that. Tell me why you think that. Okay, I can understand that. And she allows me to come to the conclusion like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's that. And I feel more seen and heard and respected in that way. Although she is my therapist, she cannot diagnose me with autism. So I do see a psychiatrist. And I go to my psychiatrist and I say, I think I'm on the spectrum. And he says, Cierra, why do you think that? And I went over my traits. I said, I don't think I ever told you this, but I was mute. I didn't talk as a kid up until I was 4. And at that point, I had to take I had a speech impediment, and I had to take speech therapy up until middle school. And I said, I have sensory processing issues with touch and sounds and light. And I went over a few things on my list. And he said, I'll refer you to a specialist. I do not diagnose for autism, but I'm all for people knowing themselves. He said, I want you to think this. You having that diagnosis, what would that do for you at the age of 34? Because Cierra is Cierra. And no matter what that diagnosis says, you'll always be you. But I'm all for individuals knowing who they truly are. But I don't want you to get caught up in, I'm autistic. He said, no, you're Cierra. And autism is a part of you. I want you to think about that. And I said, okay. I went home. I thought about it. Our next session, I came back. He said, did you think about it? I said, I sure did. He said, so what do you want to do? I said, I want to get tested. Because I don't want to live the rest of my life thinking, well, maybe I'm not. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. I said, I want to know for certain that the things that I've experienced in life was for a reason. I want to know for certain that the reason I feel like an alien, the reason I feel like I don't belong anywhere, like I just don't fit in no matter where I go, I'm an outsider and nobody understands me. I want to know for certain that that reason is because I'm autistic. And I know and I feel it in my heart that it is. But I need it on a paper. So for people to say, well, you don't look autistic or you don't sound autistic. People like my first therapist who have outdated information on how autism appears, not only in adults, but in Black adults, African American adults, can know that autism is on a spectrum for a reason. There's a broad spectrum for a reason. Everybody is different. And he said, I agree. So I have a referral to be tested for autism. So that is my mental health side of what was going on. It's some more that I would love to share with you guys in regards to my home situation. I currently am starting a new job soon. I got hired at a pretty predominant insurance company, and I'm so excited. I get to work at home while the kids are in school. 3 days out the week, and I get to go into the office and get me some adult time with some other adults, 2 days out the week. But getting a job was needed, one, because of financial situations, and two, I wanted to do that. But going back to the financial situations, currently I am in the process of getting a divorce, and I need to step up and, handle my business. But I don't want to go too far into details regarding the divorce until it's final. But I do want to say that there was no abuse in the household or anything like that. Sometimes what we want our will to be is not in God's will. And if we force it, God can ultimately show up and say no. No matter how bad we try to force something, His will will always prevail. So I just want to leave that there. I know I've been talking a lot, so I'm just going to let you guys enjoy the rest of this video. I wanted to get you guys updated on everything that was going on. As you can see, I did the living room. I did rearrange it, and I'm doing the kitchen. I am not going to do a detailed kitchen clean because my second oldest, Elijah, has the kitchen this week. So you'll see, there he is right there. He came in to finish what I started, and I went into the basement to clean and rearrange the basement. Now this ceiling was leaking water from my Primo water cooler upstairs. That little booger right there on the couch, my baby, held the button down while I was in my room, and all the water from the cooler fell out. And it's 5 gallons, you guys. 5 gallons of water, just fresh, good tasting cold water, just seeped onto the floor and through our basement ceiling. And I had to throw out my wooden table. Well, the wooden table is in a garage. I did not throw it out because I feel like if I can sand it down and repaint it, I'll have my table still. So that's what I'm going to do. But the rug was destroyed. It got molded from whatever was in the ceiling on the towels and stuff, and I didn't want to take any chances, so the rug I had to throw out. And I'll be getting a new one soon. So you guys, I've been talking a lot. I miss you guys. I'll let you enjoy the rest of this video. I am going to rearrange the basement, and I'll come back at the end. Pray for me. Pray for my family. You guys, any encouraging words or anything you want to say in the comments, I am all for it. Please remember to be respectful, and I'll check back in with you guys. that this is my 2-year-old son, Jaden, and we do suspect that Jaden has autism because of some of the things he do. As you can see here, he's spinning in a circle, and he does that pretty much all day. He's spinning in a circle. He does not reply to his name. If it's called, he will not acknowledge you or anything. He flaps his hands and he covers his ears at noises. Not all noises, but things like the microwave. He covers his ears. It's different. Just things like that. The vacuum, certain things. But yes, this is the end of my video. Thank you guys for staying. I'm going to show the basement. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Be blessed. Be safe. Love you, beautiful.